And I know you had a lot to say on this situation.
Oh yeah.
So let's bring it up. Let's talk about it. Here we go. I'll let you have the floor. Have at it. What do you have to say about this Alyssa situation?
Bro, because I tweeted her. I screenshotted her original reply about the graphs and all that. I was like, man, this is next level obsession. And then she replied to me, which I screen capped it to the left one. All I said was laughing my ass off. This is next level obsession by Alyssa Mercante. That's a fair opinion. That's a fair take.
That's fair. That's by Alyssa, right? And potentially, allegedly, I've seen people allege.
And she's in the replies if you just want to scroll down.
Right. And I've seen people allege. I've seen people allege that Wash Your Crack is an alt of Alyssa Mercante. I've seen that alleged out there, but I've not seen any proof.
And if not, she's still in a war room. Absolutely in a war room with her. Absolutely in a war room. So if you scroll down, and I know she was gonna fucking reply, dude. I bait. Most of the shit I do is bait because daddy needs the Elon bucks, right? So she fucking replied. If you want to scroll down, keep in mind she's had me blocked.
Actually, I don't know if I can see it because she has me blocked, so I don't think it shows up for me.
Okay, well,
unless maybe I go to her site and I'll see her.
Well, if you want, it's the screen cap that I took in my second tweet.
That works too. We'll just do that. Oh, here we go. This one.
So right there on the left one. So she replied, keep in mind I'm blocked, right? I can't rebuttal at all. And she claims
she
that
unblocked you and then
see this is the thing though. This is the thing though. She's claiming that if you have somebody blocked, you could still write on their stuff. I don't know how accurate that is.
No,
regardless of what, it's still one-sided. I still can't reply to her directly. I still cannot reply to her directly. Okay, that's chicken shit. So she put, I'm concerned with social, cultural, political ramifications of hateful, misleading content being popular and lucrative. Sure, guess I'm obsessed, right? Okay, well, we could say the thing. We're concerned with the state of ethics and journalism pertaining to progressive, ideology, stuff like that. Why is there a problem when we're concerned about stuff?
Good point. What makes it different? Because she's the professional? Like, is that how she justifies it in her mind? Because she's allowed
she's a professional that takes fucking toilet pictures everywhere she fucking goes. Yeah. And what is it with all these progressive people that take toilet pics? Even RTU takes like pictures on the fucking toilet.
It's weird. I don't understand it. Anyways, she continues. So then
she continued on. And she goes, so lucrative, in fact, that people like yourself have entirely changed their personalities, dramatically altered their content, sided with people they previously despised, all to chase this hate train. Was she saying, and the reason why I know she's talking about you and me is because she said people who were once your friend are disgusted by you. There's people that I've had that are former friends who have smash JT derangement syndrome. I won't say their names because they don't deserve the platform. But the issue here is you at the ultimate end of it. I don't know if she's aware and other people weren't aware. I was making anti-woke when Hogwarts Legacy came out. Before that, I changed my content way before. I would even say you started floating into it slowly too around the time.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily cover Hogwarts Legacy, but I did cover other stuff.
But like I was before that. I was doing Hogwarts Legacy, Dylan Mulvaney, MCU, and I was slowly going into it. And then
I covered a lot of it wasn't woke stuff, but it was along that same line. It was like the pro Jared stuff I was covering.
Yeah, but it was never like Smash is doing it, let me do it too. It was like, our own separate. Like
you wanted to talk about it, you talk about it.
Yeah. and I would even venture to say I think I talked about Alyssa before you did because you didn't touch on until she contacted your wife. Right?
That's
very lightly because I touched on it and people don't talk about this story enough. Right. Her and somebody that's a PlayStation PR marketing person tried to cancel RGT 85. And I made a video about that.
And she tried to cancel RGT?
Yeah, they tried to cancel RGT 85. I made a video. It was more the guy that worked for PlayStation PR or marketing. It was like something like that.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. Vaguely. I made a video about that. That was like my first video about Alyssa was that. And then I started covering slow other stuff, SBI, all this. And then when she started messing with you, I started covering your situation. But I was covering her before she started messing with you at all, period. It's just these people like to have revisionist history. I was covering anti-woke 2022, 2023, all of that. Okay. And it's not lucrative.
No, it's not. I think people get an idea that we're making like millions of dollars doing this. It's well, maybe Asmongold is, or
we're running risk of our channels getting blacklisted, shadow banned, lack of brand deals. You know how many people don't touch me anymore for brands because I'm talking about other companies? Ubisoft removed me from the creator program. I got every single Ubisoft game for the last 5 years free sent to me to review until fucking Assassin's Creed Shadows came out. The last one I got was Prince of Persia, the 2D one that came out. They were sending me games up until that. They sent me Skull and Bones. They sent me all that. I was an Ubisoft creator. I spoke out against them. As somebody that's a grifter, gonna ruin their fucking business, stuff like that? No. The other thing about that is I've lost friends in the process, which she mentioned, people that once your friends are disgusted by you. I don't care, because those same people used to do what you're doing. They tried to censor criticism. They try to copyright strike people. They try to take down channels. They try to demonetize. I don't want to associate with people like that. I don't. I do not want to associate people like that. And lucrative, again, the CPMs and stuff are lower. Audience based, crowdfunding based, yeah. But if I don't make much off of donations on my channel, I don't. Right. If you want to look at how much I make, I rarely try to ask.
Back it up, because I feel like, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like this is exactly what she wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
She wants us to be talking about the direction of the rules she's making, and I keep backing it up, being like, the fuck does any of this matter?
It doesn't. But the fact is,
like, why does she keep saying it does? It's like, what? Who cares?
Whether it's lucrative or not, it don't matter. But it's weird because she's saying in the same breath, they'll say it's lucrative for me, right? But then they'll also say that I don't get any views. So what is it?
Right. Make up your mind, because it can't be both.
What is it? YouTube's not the only thing I do, right? Wait, what's this? So if you look at my tweet on the right, I couldn't reply to her because I was blocked. Right. So I said, you unblock to reply, then immediately block. Like, I can't even respond to her. Right.
Yeah.
Said, your response is invalid. You've shown that you're incapable of having an actual conversation as an adult. You cannot. Okay. You literally have Asperger's. That's where I'm going with now. I don't give a fuck. You have to have something. You're literally the biggest child on the fucking internet. And then I said, imagine if someone wrote the same thing in this screenshot to you. So she wrote that to a senator saying, you're a coward and you need toner. If somebody said that to her, hey, you're a coward and you need toner, she would cry harassment.
Yeah.
And I said, also, I give a fuck, zero fucks about former friends. You're all clowns if you think you can police the internet.
Great point. And I think that's what it comes down to, is the activism is taken over her brain, where she's like, I need to be the arbiter of truth. I need to police everyone. I need to keep everyone under control. And when I can't do that, I'm going to sue people. And when I am going to sue them, I'm going to start with the easiest person I can start with. And then I'm going to get new laws enacted. And then with those laws enacted, I'm going to go after the bigger channels, because I'm going to tell you right now, you shouldn't be worried. Hypnotic shouldn't be worried. You know who should be worried? If I lose and she wins and this new law gets enacted and all power she gets the fucking the Thanos glove from this, like, Asmongold should be like, oh shit, like, if this is actually what happened, then now she can come at me, and there's nothing that stops it, because if that worked there, then why wouldn't it work at Asmongold? Think about that.
She's only an internet activist. She's a cosplayer. She doesn't do any activism. Show me when you're protesting on the street in New York or Los Angeles. Show me protesting on the street. Show me actually doing something for your causes.
She has public facing Flickr photos from like 2016 where she was holding signs.
Yeah. But was it like a real 10 years ago? Was it a real fucking, like, a protest, or what, like a real, I mean, it might have been protesting something, but was it like something that we just saw with all this stuff with
definitely
ICE?
Not as extreme as it was recently. Yeah.
So right here, she put, you've been blocked this entire time. Daddy Elon made it so I can reply. Sorry. So I was like, well, I appreciate you proving my point in real time. Whether I'm blocked or unblocked, the result's the same. You're not built for real convo. Funny how brave people get when the other side can't respond. She won't let me respond to her directly.
Yep. Because to her, it's a power trip. To her, it feels like she has the authority here, and she loves having that control with you.
Yeah. And honestly, if anything, it's backfiring. It's literally making
Well, it's why she continues to lose with everything she does, because that's her approach with everything.
What she doesn't want is people not to fucking make content about her. It's backfiring. And I'm not triggered at all. I find it fucking hilarious. I find it hilarious that somebody will get so triggered and upset to the point where they're making fucking graphs and spreadsheets about somebody's content. And then how dare you fucking give your opinion on it, even though they're a public figure, and you're hiding behind a block. And then you have to try to be like, oh, you're former friends. I don't give a fuck about a former friend. Okay. Yep. I don't give a fuck about anything.
That's a smoke screen. It has nothing to do with anything. Who even
has nothing to do with anything. Somebody the other day, no, it was actually about you. It was about her saying that Notch, them saying that Notch and Dr. Disrespect funded your, because you're making fun of Casey Tron and all them. And I'm like, no, it's not the same, because one is somebody's defending themselves against a frivolous lawsuit. The only reason why you're bringing up Notch and Dr. Disrespect is to muddy the fucking waters when it has nothing to do with the fucking case that you forced upon fucking Smash.
Yep.
And I was like,
she loves to muddy the waters with everything.
And then the Ethan Klein thing is a whole different case. You know, it's a whole different case. It's copyright. It's a whole different fucking law. It's a whole different fucking law. It's not even the same fucking thing. Has nothing to do with it. And those people fuck around and found out because they're like, hey, don't watch Ethan's. Don't give him money. Watch us instead. Like it's nothing transformative about it. But she's sure as fuck saying, oh, well, Ethan Klein's throwing a frivolous lawsuit. Like, oh, fucking pot calling the kettle fucking black.
Yep.
You know, you weren't making fun because they were asking for defense. You were giving your opinion and take about them fucking around and finding out and how much their thing would fail. Because people were like, oh, his thing failed. Your thing didn't fucking fail.
Who said it failed?
One of the fucking orbiters. I think it might have been that. Yeah, they said it was a fail of a fucking thing.
Over 300% of what I requested. How's that a failure?
Yeah. Regardless of what the point is that they had to muddy the waters and try to twist it.
Yeah.
And throw a fit, because at the end of the day, Ethan Klein's a Jew. That's exactly what it comes down to. He's a Jewish guy, Jewish bad.
I've noticed there's a certain segment of people that have that mentality, and it's the strangest thing. Like, I do not understand it, because for me, I look at people as individuals. I don't give a shit what they are. Like, if they're cool people, they're cool people. People can't control what they're born as and what they look like or anything like that. So it's like,
and what's funny is for people that like to throw the word bigot out or racist out, that's literally the definition of racism is attacking somebody because of their ethnicity and what they are and where they were fucking born at.
So you quote tweeted me. I said to this, I'm concerned about the social, cultural, and political ramifications. And she's trying to sound smart here.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, here we go with the I'm educated and you guys are just sloths. And it's just like, hey, here's a quick translation for everyone of what she's actually saying here. People like things I don't. And that's a threat to democracy. Imagine thinking others' success equals hate just because your own content flopped. And you said constant projection from her. She is an Anissa clone, that she doesn't have a single non-cope train thought in her brain.
It is. Everything is a fucking cope. Oh, I did this. I watched this movie because my boyfriend told me to do it. Oh, I went and got this because my boyfriend told me to do this. Oh, I don't want people thinking you literally look at all of her shit. It's an explanation of why she's doing something, because it's like, I'm telling you, ass fucking burgers.
And then this one, Alyssa Mercante has now requested an extension to file a response. Now, the very next day, she begins attacking various creators and hopes to get a reaction. Coincidence? And you said,
that's a take.
She's not an activist. She's a clout cosplayer. Is that an M dash, Eric?
Yes, it is.
Hold on.
Chat GPT.
What the fuck? Mining fake outrage for clicks, then hiding behind harassment when called out. Weak. It
is. It fucking is.
But at the end of the day, what this comes down to is legitimately, not to make this all about me, but I'm going to do that right now and say, this is, in my humble opinion, why all this happened today. Is because
absolutely.
This right here, the motion to extend, because they got jack squat when it comes to fighting the case, and they're like, fuck, let's start getting more on Hypnotic. Let's try to get something out of him. Let's try to see if he falls for the bait.
Yeah.
And he didn't. You know, she watched his entire stream tonight. You know that she was waiting for him to say something. He didn't talk about her at all. He just carried on. And you know she's in here right now. She's making a night of this. She's got her popcorn. She's watching everyone. She's like, "Oh, good, 2 for 1, 2 birds, 1 stone."
We got
Eric's here with them.
We got 2 alt-right men drinking alcohol, being chauvinistic, talking about me,
cheers,
harassing me.
Cheers,
cheers. Which nobody was fucking engaging with you today until you came at us. You were the last thing I fucking thought.
Funny how that works, by the way. Nobody. Did you notice? This is. I want to make a point here. I want to hold on.
Yeah.
I want to make a big point here, and be very crystal clear about this, because people are like, all you do is talk about her. All you do is talk about her. Once again, we are reacting to her actions. We are not the ones starting shit. We are like, look what she did. She's asked for a delay or extension on the lawsuit. She throws all these allegations at Hypnotic out of the blue. She starts attacking 8-Bit Eric, and while she has him blocked, so he can't reply to her. She's throwing darts everywhere, trying to get people to quote tweet, trying to make videos on her so that she can try to use that to try to empower her case. But it always falls down because of, they look at it and be like, well, why is it starting? Oh, it's you again. Stop doing that. And they won't talk about you.
And the funny thing is, she tries to say that every time we say something about her, make a video, tweet, it brings attention and unwanted harassment towards her. But if you look at the replies of everything that we're saying, her usual crew is in the comments saying the same shit. We're not crying it.
Yeah. And only one of us doxed the other person, by the way.
Yeah.
And it wasn't me doxing her. So she can try to hide behind legal ease on, well, I had to, and I was for safety. Bullshit. No one, like, people aren't retarded. You might be, but not you, Eric. She might be.
Yeah.
But
no. She and there's people that are like, oh, well, it's a legal document. You have to have it. Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
no,
where's her address then?
They knew what she was doing because hers purposely redacted. They even said it right for
safety concerns. Meanwhile, her address keeps changing as she tells everyone that she keeps moving around because she can't afford an apartment in New York, and everyone knows that. Great, congratulations for telling the world, Alyssa. Meanwhile, I live in a house. I have a wife. I have 2 young kids. And she has put my entire family in danger because she has a lot of psychotic orbiters that do crazy unhinged shit. Try to get my wife's fired from work, contact her job, contact my old job. These people are insane. They will stop at nothing. And she knows that, which goes to show that she deep down is not just what you're saying is clearly there's something mentally unwell about her, but I would argue not just there's something mentally unwell about her, but deep down, she is an evil person at the root, at the core of her. She is an evil person that doesn't care about the health and well-being of someone else's family with what she did to me.
No, because you are a straight white man at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. If you're a straight white guy who has a family, you have children, and you're part of the problem, which is what these people that go to college now get taught by their professors. I was there. You get taught, all these guys contribute to, gender stereotypes and things that are outdated, and this is bad. And capitalism's bad, right wing's bad, blah, blah, blah. Literally everything they're mad about is not illegal. Meanwhile, they're the ones being activists and defending actual illegal things.
Yep. And trying to justify it.